right, everybody, buckle up, because today we are diving into a story that sounds like it's straight out of, well, a crypto fairy tale.
Definitely a headline grabber.
Yeah, picture this. $1,300 becomes $3.4 million
Okay, I'm listening. That's
in just 2 weeks.
2 weeks. Okay, even for crypto, that's
Exactly. It's wild. So we're digging into this Cointelegraph article about this. And get this, it involves a meme coin called Moodeng.
wait, mooding. Like,
Yeah, MODENG, complete with, a hippopotamus for the logo.
okay, when you said it sounds like a fairy tale.
I know, right? I mean, you can't make this stuff up.
So for those who maybe haven't fully embraced the world of crypto yet, what are we talking about when we say meme coin?
Yeah, break it down for us.
Basically, meme coins are cryptocurrencies. But here's the thing. They're inspired by internet memes. So, Dogecoin, the one with the Shiba Inu dog, probably the most famous example.
Right, everyone loves a good Doge meme.
Exactly. And meme coins, they're known for their, shall we say, volatility, price swings that make anyone a little nervous.
So picture a roller coaster, but instead of, safety regulations, it's powered by pure internet hype.
And probably a good dose of chaos theory thrown in for good measure.
Right, which I guess is what makes these stories so fascinating, turning a small investment into life-changing money. And it all comes down to, well, a meme.
It's a wild world out there.
So back to our investor in this sudden fortune. What exactly went down with this Moo Deng situation?
Okay, so the article, it gives us this, unbelievable timeline. September 10th, our mystery investor here trades about $331 worth of Solana, which is another cryptocurrency, for a bunch of these Moo Deng tokens.
Gotcha.
Then, over the next 15 days, and this is where it gets crazy, the value of Moo Deng explodes.
Explodes. And we're not talking about a gentle upswing here.
No, we're talking straight up, like a rocket.
And by September 25th, that initial $3,331 investment, drumroll please, it's theoretically worth $3.4 million.
I'm almost speechless.
It's almost unbelievable. It makes you wonder, did this investor have a crystal ball or something? Like, what's the catch?
Well, that's where things get really interesting. The article mentions this firm, Look On-Chain. They specialize in something called on-chain analytics. And,
Hold on. Before we go any further, can we get a quick explanation for those of us who don't speak fluent crypto? What is on-chain analytics and why should we care about it?
good point. Okay, so in the simplest terms, it's like having a bunch of digital detectives who can track all the transactions happening on a cryptocurrency's blockchain.
So like a public record of every crypto trade.
Exactly. But the cool part is these guys, they can analyze that data to find unusual patterns, big money movements, and potentially shady stuff going on.
So like financial forensics for the crypto world.
Exactly. And in this case, Look On-Chain, they saw this Moo Deng trade, and they flagged it as super unusual. Because meme coins, yeah, they're known for price swings. But this wasn't just a swing. This was a 2,554-fold increase in value. That's basically unheard of, even in the crazy world of crypto.
Okay, now that's just getting ridiculous. I'm already sensing some red flags here, but let's hear what those on-chain detectives had to say about it.
Okay, this whole thing is starting to sound a little, too good to be true. Am I the only one who's a little skeptical about this?
You're definitely not alone.
Right. I mean, one of the red flags that the article mentions is this issue of limited liquidity in the mooting pool, and I got to be honest, that's not a phrase I hear every day.
Yeah, it's a bit of a mouthful.
So break it down for us. What does that even mean, and why is it a big deal here?
Okay, liquidity. It sounds complicated, but it's actually pretty simple. It just means how easy it is to buy or sell something, in this case, a cryptocurrency, without causing a huge price swing.
Okay, I'm with you so far. Think of it imagine you're trying to sell a rare vintage comic book for thousands of dollars.
Okay, yeah.
Trying to find a buyer who's actually able to buy it from you, it's not going to be that easy.
Yeah, that makes sense.
That's kind of what limited liquidity is like in crypto.
So even though this investor's Moodeng tokens were, technically worth millions, they might not have actually been able to sell them all at that crazy price.
Yeah, exactly. Imagine winning the lottery, but there's nowhere in town that actually sells that lottery ticket.
You're stuck with a worthless piece of paper.
Basically, it's those millions aren't so real anymore, are they?
Okay, that is a scary thought. So that $3.4 million windfall is starting to feel a little bit more like monopoly money than actual riches.
Mm-hmm.
But wait, the plot thickens. Limited liquidity, that wasn't the only shady thing going on here, right?
Right, because think about it. That mooting price jump, 2,554%, it raised a lot of eyebrows.
Yeah, for good reason.
People started digging. And the on-chain analytics folks over at Look On-Chain, they started digging deeper.
Oh boy, here we go. This is what I'm talking about. What'd they find? Did someone say insider trading?
It's hard to say for sure in the crypto world, things are pretty anonymous, but there were definitely some suspicious trading patterns.
Like what?
Like a lot of buying happening right before the price went crazy, kind of like some people knew it was about to happen.
Okay, so it's starting to feel like we've wandered onto the set of like a crypto thriller here. We've got our main character, right? The lucky investor who turned a small amount of money into a theoretical fortune. But behind the scenes, there could be these shadowy figures pulling the strings, manipulating everything. And then we've got our on-chain detectives trying to, expose the truth.
That's a pretty good summary of the situation.
Right. It's wild.
And it gets even better or worse, depending on how you look at it.
Okay, I'm hooked. Tell me more.
So the article, it goes on to use another example, just to show how common these suspicions of insider trading are, especially with these meme coins. Remember that on-chain analytics thing we were talking about?
Yeah, the digital detectives.
Exactly. Well, they use those same skills to look into a completely separate case. This one involves an old coin called INCEPT.
And just to remind me, altcoin, any cryptocurrency that's not Bitcoin, right?
Yep, you got it. Bitcoin is like the big dog on campus. Everyone knows it.
That's like the OG.
Right. And then altcoins are like all the other students trying to make their mark. Some good, some maybe not so much.
That's a good way to put it. So what happened with this INCEPT one? Did someone strike it rich with that too?
Oh, yeah. Big time. This time, some lucky, or maybe not so lucky, investor turned $95 into almost $100,000.
Get out of here.
I know, right? And get this, all in less than 12 hours.
12 hours, come on.
Yeah, and again, surprise, surprise, those profits were made with, people whispering about possible insider trading.
So we've got two cases, two different meme coins, crazy gains, and whispers of insider trading. Is this just a coincidence? Or is something shady going on in the meme coin world?
That's the question, isn't it? It's like, how much of this is legit and how much is, manipulated? And that's why these on-chain analytics guys, they're so important. They can help us connect the dots.
So what happened with INCEPT? What did those digital detectives find?
Okay, so they looked at all the trades during that crazy 12-hour period, right?
Mm-hmm.
And guess what? A lot of the wallets making those big profits, they were all connected. The article even called them insider wallets.
Insider wallets. Okay, that's a little ominous, don't you think?
Yeah, a little bit. It's like, it's not just about luck or getting in early. Some people, they might be getting a little help along the way,
It's like knowing the winning lottery numbers before the draw even happens.
Exactly. Which is why you got to be careful out there, especially with these meme coins. But hey, to be fair, it's not all doom and gloom. The article, it talks about like other ways to invest in crypto, safer ways.
Like the good old-fashioned HODL strategy.
There you go. Hold on for dear life.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, you're ignoring the hype and just, holding onto your crypto for the long term, riding out those waves.
It's a bit like weathering a storm, right? Just gotta hold on tight and hope for the best.
Exactly. And you might even come out ahead. The article gave an example, some investor who bought a bunch of Ethereum back in 22 when the market was down, held on to it, ignored all the craziness, and guess what? Ended up making a nice profit after a couple years. Sometimes slow and steady wins the race.
It's like the tortoise and the hare, but with digital money.
Right. It's a good reminder that there's more than one way to, potentially make it in the crypto world. It doesn't have to be all meme coins and overnight millions.
So maybe don't bet the farm on the next meme coin, promising to make you rich overnight, huh?
Probably a good rule of thumb. Look, I get it. It's tempting to chase those quick riches, but you got to be smart about it. Do your research. Don't get swept up in the hype. And for goodness sake, if someone tells you they have guaranteed way to predict which meme coin is going to explode,
Run the other way.
fast. Because chances are, they're probably trying to pull a fast one.
It's like trying to predict which meme's gonna go viral next, right? Good luck with that.
Exactly. So yeah, remember, if it sounds too good to be true, it probably is. Especially in the wild world of crypto.
Well, folks, there you have it. Another deep dive into the exciting, confusing, and sometimes just plain weird world of crypto. And remember, stay curious, stay informed, but most importantly, stay skeptical.
And until next time.